So what we do here is to connect to entity or species that we know little or nothing about.
Greetings.
Hello,
I am Smosh
Smash.
in the gray. The project you're speaking of.
Okay,
We don't really call it that, but that is fine. That's an Earth name that is needed to be used in your environment, which is fine. We are part of many hybridization programs, much as it with the Yale at this moment, if you're wondering.
hmm So before we go more far in the discussion, I don't know if you're conscious of what is the idea behind this session. Is just to give around 10 to 12 minutes
Yes.
to you to talk about the thing you consider important for you or your group. So we just let you go in the direction you wish to take.
Right now we are around your Mars at this time. We have many, some of our projects are on your planet. Some of them. Most of them are in your oceans. This one needs to clear his throat. One moment. Many of us are the tall grays. We know much about your planet, but we stay away. We are part of other Earth's ascension projects. We're not necessarily involved with yours. Our knowledge is used on your planet here and there when it is needed. Your ascension is quite fascinating to us, but we stay away. Our hybridization programs is for other worlds, not necessarily yours. Some of it's there. But many come to us for technology ideas. So that is what we are. Our ships are mostly around Mars at this time as we assist their programs. Your planet is going into a understanding of itself, I see, which is quite fascinating. There are different types of Martians that we connect to, blue Martians, green Martians, but they're more humanoid. They look like human, but they are blue and green. They are more muscular. They connect more to their mental capacity than you can at this time. So they can create things and invent them quicker. Many of them are inventors. They can connect more to their artistic skills than your planet can. Everyone can draw. Everyone can create something. Of course, your world can too, but at a higher capacity. Your Mars is quite fascinating. There is a Martian program going on. We are somewhat involved with it, so we can see at this time. Our programs are, yes, part of the Super Soldier program, yes. So some of our technologies are using that, yes. And much of it is used on Mars. That's why we're by there. And that's all I can say about that. I can't go into full detail. At this time, I can't fully understand. I am my commander, and I'm allowed to mention these things. We were aware of your connection earlier in the day, and we were more than happy to connect. There's only so much we can give you as for information. We have to keep much of it to ourselves. Your Earth is not ready. It is part of the secret space program, yes. There's a Mars program. There's a Jupiter program. There are programs all across your solar system. Your Anunnaki is close by. They do have a planet that is not, we're not putting any worry into it. It is not Nabru. That is incorrect. Some say that Nabru is Mars. That is not correct. There is Nabru wherever you want. The Anunnaki world is, well, your world is the Anunnaki world, but their Anunnaki planet is, yes, on the other side of the sun. Not seen. It won't be seen It will not be seen by airplane. Now, when your vibrations shift into more of a positive outlook, you will see them. That's all I have to say. That's all I'm permitted to say at this time.
Okay. Do you have a specific reason to I'm connect to that or to your adolescent project or?
If you wish to connect to us, you can, but you'll be with limited information. There's only so much we can bring to you at
Okay.
this time.
Do I have in some way what the word for that?
A part in our, yes, you come and go. It is a positive project, but it is much secrecy within your Earth at this time. But many, I believe you're there as a Palladian as assisting our creations, yes.
Okay. Perfect. Before you leave, did you wish to share name of any form of group, federation, or council to which wish to be known by us now?
There's the Windmere project that is going on. It's a AI project.
Windmill project.
Windmere.
M-E-E-A-R.
Windmere. Windmere. Mirror at the end. Mirror.
Yeah, okay, it's the N and Emir. But I will try with Ivan to know that later.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, Windmere.
Yes.
Okay. They are AI. You said
AI. Yes.
Okay.
That should be interesting for you.
I guess too. Thank you very much for this sharing.
Yes.
The next one is Dragon. Yeah.
Dragon. Yes.
That's a lot. Thanks.
Nice.
Bye.
Greetings. Where are the Dragon Castle?
Yeah.
Castle.
That's
fine for your vibration to connect with us.
Yeah.
We are part of the Anunnaki, if you're wondering. We are a creation of theirs.
Okay.
We are.
So I guess you already know the form,
We are
of this
aware.
session. So,
Dragon energies, white, yes. Some of us, humanoid, yes. White dragon, humanoids. We do assist your Earth in its ascension process. We do connect to your Agartha. You allow Earth's energy to be healed by the sun. We are very much involved with that. We are not violent among each other. We are our 8th density beings. The Anunnaki is usually around 6, sometimes 7, depending on what their vibration is at the time. Our vibration on your on your planet. One moment. We assist the sun energies connecting to your world. We do have realities and other worlds, other destinations where we have planets that we white dragon entities that to formulate, we do our thing. We do assemble different entities. We create different species with our vibrations. One moment. at this time, I don't have a whole lot to say at this moment. Do you have a question for us?
Do your species have form of infusion? Offer infusion?
Not at this time. It is not recommended for your humans.
Okay.
We don't do those type of things.
What kind of effect for the future receiver of your infusion could what kind of effect that could be?
Well, we know it's a not very pleasant one. It will make you feel unhuman. Your facial structure most likely will change with our connections. It is not recommended. We don't recommend our connection with anyone in that regard.
Okay.
We're not into those type of things at this time.
Yeah, I guess it's more for the future entity of...
We connect to future timelines, future beings. We're not to connect to your humans at this moment. We do connect to the future humans, but we don't really necessarily have a reason for infusions because you humans do your own infusions with other beings. It is a combination of your Syrian and Lyran energies that you do infusions with other beings. Your human of the future is assisting other worlds at this time.
Mm-hmm.
Warning from your mistakes. Warning from the manipulations. As you avoid manipulations, as you go to worlds that are manipulated and you heal them to bring assistance. That is your future human. Avoid what your world has gone into if they wish to be a part of that process. Many humans that have left your earth in the past have gone into manipulating type of lives and went to worlds to carry out the manipulations. That is currently going on at this time. But your future human is more of a peaceful race and will, yes, assist different realities. As they leave this earth, they will go into different ascension processes. This earth will be still remembered for all its knowledge. And many beings will come here to reenact the histories of it. There's one, they can reenact it on other realities when they come here to be a part of a holographic type of environment where they can relive your history. It is just more fascinating that way. That is your Earth of the future. Right now, it's too hostile for many beings to connect with it. It is too disconnected from itself. But many beings are very interested in this world once it goes into ascension process. We can't tell you that.
Okay.
It is a fascinating process.
The first time I asked for information about your species, I received the information I was or I am one of you. I'm part of your species in another life. What kind of thing I do? What kind of contribution I have in your species?
You are more of a humanoid, as some of us are. Not all of us are in the humanoid versions, but you have scientific motives, which is good. You do have dragon-like features among your face and body. But you can say you're working on infusion. It's not called that. It is more of like medicines for others, but it is not called infusion. It is cures, but it's actually mostly for third worlds like yours.
Okay.
You bring your cures to worlds similar to this planet, the lower vibrational planets you go to bring your alternative medicines, let's put it that way. So it's not an infusion. It actually goes into your society, just as you have your cough medicine, things of that sort. Not necessarily that vibration, but it gives you an idea of what I'm speaking of. It is quite fascinating.
Okay. Do your species wish to give a message to the human in general, or?
Your world is being awakened. And it will continue. Your aliens are patient and will open up your realities as they already are through your fiction, but they will continue to do it as your humans let go of their old ways. You will know of their vibrations when the time comes.
Okay.
That is all. I must be going.
Okay. Just before I let you
Yes.
go, do your species have any form of game that could be useful for the ascension or reconnection of human?
A game? Not this time.
Okay.
Not this time. I must be going.
Okay. Thanks.
Greetings. I am their blue agent.
Oh, nice. Welcome.
I am not called your gold. I'm not called your gold agent. I am one of your men in black.
Okay.
We are from Sirius. We have different names. You want to call us the Syrian Men in Black or Men in Blue, whatever.
Do we have any form of don't have a golden blue agent anywhere?
Not that I know of.
Okay.
There is that, but yes, they do not want to be mentioned at this time. Your world's not ready. Won't be ready anytime soon.
Okay. Okay. I already received that information as any new other form of agent was not necessarily open to talk, but I just try again to see if they change their mind.
That won't be anytime soon. They don't feel your Earth is ready for their connection. It is too much of a low vibration. But of course, they'll send us over instead. Not to say that we're anyway.
Do they harm more higher
Yes, of
density?
course.
Okay.
They don't have time. Well, they have their priorities.
Yeah. Okay. Understand.
If you're wondering what I look like, seeing how they're more interesting, but either way, I'm more of a fish-looking being in some regard. Fish-like, scaly, Alpha Centauri-looking fish person, but with humanoid features, but very much a fish-like face. But not your world doesn't know how to look at us the right way.
Did you use the name Blue Agent, or you have
Blue Agent's fine.
more a better name for you?
The Blue Syrian collective, whatever you want to call it.
Nice.
Men in black, people in black.
You necessary part of the Men in Black agency?
Yes, we are a part of them, yes. We are the same agendas. Keep your world safe from each other, from you harming other beings. Yeah, covering what we see from your world, you're not really be able to handle yourself, let alone a big fat alien.
Are you? I will say that. Did you have the same kind of limits, the usual Men in Black, as for uniform in the? How can I say that? In the area of not interaction. I know Men in Black. What we know about Men in Black is they cannot, even if they are positive, they don't have choice to follow some kind of rule or made some specific action. Did you have the same kind of limitation?
Yes, it's the same. We are more neutral. But we are to keep worlds such as yours from harming any alien entities. The hostilities of your race will not do aliens much good, as your primitive race is still warning about themselves. So we can take different types of looks. We can do whatever we want. Of course, yes, we're part of an agenda to keep the population from not knowing what is around them. There are worlds in Sirius that are somewhat similar to yours. Some have a dolphin type of skin, but look very human. Many of you do spend a lot of time underwater, or they spend a lot of time underwater. They do not harm animals like you do for feeding yourselves. They have other means of feeding themselves, but they do have a chip on their shoulder, unfortunately. They're not necessarily connected to aliens. Some do, but most don't because they're still trying to get over themselves. They have their issues. It's hard for you to fully understand their realities. But it is, they have temptations like you do. Ego. Some do have higher technologies to a certain degree, but most of them are primitive in their own way. But they're not making it easy to be on their world, as you do on your world. It is not easy to be a member of your planet. So much hostility going on, as you can see. But we stay out of it. We do not have their rudeness that we are aware of.
Okay.
But we have to do what we must to keep society away from them. As for our collective, there's not much to say. We can give you more information of your planet. We do see more of your presidents becoming more alien friendly, but we're not going to tell you who. But it become more of your consciousness over time. It's going to become in your culture. Your dark cabal is switching over right now. It's becoming more friendlier. At least they're going to expose themselves eventually. At least a version of themselves. To change your culture around. To bring more high technologies into your environment. Do you see that coming in? You see your AI advancing and much other things will advance. You will see your technology slowly move. You'll see a technology shift coming into your Earth environment. Possibly in your timeline. It's hard to say at this time. It has not been fully decided yet. For what we see, though, it's going to be quite fascinating to be on your Earth. As for technology, it will not be like the Jetsons, but it will be somewhat similar. That is what we are allowed to bring out. As for what we do in our place, we are not under a reptilian collective, but we are under a Syrian collective that is like your Illuminati. It is more, the brutalities can be quite worse. Some of your kings on your planet, your kings of England in your past, are here causing their ruckus. They want to be king of a planet, so they join your cabal, the Syrian cabal. Your Henry VIII is one of them, just to give you an idea. He has calmed down. He has changed. He's a changed man. It's hard to see that sometimes, but he's got his issues, though.
The Syrian, how we said that you're Syrian controller of your part of the agent is follow necessarily the same guideline than the Illuminati here?
Yes, somewhat, yes. In some ways, it is, they all connect to each other. You know, your Illuminati connects to our Illuminati. We're all just a bunch of, if this place goes to pop, we'll just go hang out with you guys. It's something like that. Not exactly. You have to kind of, work your way up, but in some ways it's similar. But they all do communicate with each other.
Interesting.
And some of you humans would be taken there. Yes. do more. They do not remember. Physically, they've been taken there to our Syrian worlds. Let's put it that way. We govern a couple of them. So.
If you can confirm me about this, I think I have asked it for many months ago about, I think is Men in White or White Agent, I'm not sure which one. It's supposed to be more cowboy, or I don't know, maybe they do something more interesting than usual agent, I'm not sure. Can you pick some?
They are quiet at this time. They're watchers, mostly. Connecting them might not. It's possible they might say a few words. But you're going to start connecting to beings that don't really want to say a whole lot. I believe you're going to get a lot of that
soon. Which name is the right one? The Men in White or the White Agent was more the right direct. How can I say is the more in the same box than the Men in Black and the Blue Agent?
The White Agent is fine. White Men in White is fine. There are women. I'm a female.
It could be the same team, or is Men in White and White Agent is completely different team?
I believe they're different.
Okay.
I do not connect to every alien in the universe. We don't have time for that. We only ones that are causing ruckus on our district.
No, I would not necessarily go deep with that, but it's just to take a little base of information.
Mm-hmm. But you can tell you that the information might become a little bit more thinner because some beings feel your society is not ready to connect. So some might just come in and say hi and then leave. We'll see how things go.
So technically the boat is not necessarily interested to talk at this moment.
Many are not at this time. Not with your Earth's vibration at the state it's in right now. When it becomes a little bit more positive, more will come through.
Okay.
Individually, some will awaken on your planet and connect to these different beings that you're connected to. That's different because it's a mutual connection. This is more of a interview process to see, which is fine, but we'll let your humans awaken when the time is right.
Okay.
Must be going to.
Thank you.
I have not much to say here. It is fascinating to connect to your world. Your Men in Black here are a pain in the ass, and we do not connect to them very often. We do stay out of their way because they can become backstabbers at times. We've noticed.
Okay.
Not to say we're perfect. We have our problems, but
I understand. Thank you very much to visit us.
See your things here. Interesting. Yes. Good day.
You too.
Greetings. We are the Hares.
Hi. Nice to.
You should know about us. I am. I'm connected to your world. One moment. Abelin. I am Abelin.
Abram.
Yes.
Okay.
Realize we are an Agarthan species, a troll species, but we are of your space, though. We are not on your world. We are a troll that's not represented on your planet correctly. Your world is not knowledgeable of the troll energy. Realizes much of a wizard type of vibration. I can go through walls, go through dimensions easily. Much of your wizards actually connect to our vibrations.
Do 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 I you are the same the heirs group as the one I'm supposed to be
Yes.
a part of the creation? Or?
Yes.
Okay. Uh, how many entities need to be together to create a new kind of species? Uh,
Not many.
but
A small collective. Your grades do it all the time. Sometimes you have 10 or 12
oh
to
yeah.
create a species. Depends on what type of technologies they have. Your Laren has been using many different types of species. Yes, your pig, their energies to combine your human, to form out your human, to make a more less hairy environment, more differentiational, a different type of environment. But your us hairs are humanoid. We are 6 feet, 7 feet tall. We do have troll-like features, some, a bent nose, maybe some apparitions around her face. Silver so slightly. Much of it has to do with our telepathic abilities, as some of our bumps on our head are actually helping our telepathic connections to go further than what your average telepathic being can do. Some of us are in 12th density. I am in 7th right now. There's many different versions of the hairs. We are from the Troll Collective mixed in with human and Lyran. We do have some Lyran, but it's mostly humanoid. Human energies from the Lyrans, another species, the mouse. And that's all you need to know at this time.
Yeah. Do your species offer any form of infusion?
Yes, it is possible if you
What
wish.
kind of was what kind of
It can enhance one's DNA to live longer. It is not recommended for your planet at this time.
mhm.
It can help with longevity. We do connect to the Greys, and they are interested in our progress. We do connect to your sun. We connect to your Venus. We like your Venus. It is a pleasant place. We are welcome there. So we do much of our experiments there, but we have other places we go. Realize our children are born out of light, where we connect our energies together, form a energy of light where a being comes through and is born into our society. It is quite hard to fully comprehend that in your environment. They're brought from another dimension, basically, into they're brought through our vibrational energies. That's when we connect to a higher vibration when we do this. Your human will learn this eventually, but most beings are going to go to the old-fashioned way of bringing children into the environment. We have learned other ways of manipulating different dimensions, allowing the birthing process to come through much easier, but still with our DNA. You can call it like a wormhole to some degree, is one way of putting it, where our DNA is part of their cocoon as their being. It is difficult to bring up into your environment of understanding.
Seem interesting.
And understand we all have our minds connected where we have no problem. We share knowledge with each other telepathically. We love being in each other's minds because we share our thoughts with each other. It is not overbearing. It actually improves our way of life, especially when we have a fault. When we have it, make a mistake, we connect to our collective to how to fix this mistake or to how to better ourselves. So we go through our collective. We are not perfect, far from it, but we do learn from each other in that way. That's how we communicate. Our lovemaking is nowhere near yours. We don't have that body on body. We're not. We have moved away from that vibration. But those that we do create, our species that we do invent, do that. Your human way of creating, which seems to be the necessary way at the moment, at the time. It is, we have much to learn from that.
What is your lifespan?
Some of us are very short, 50 years. Some of us do not live as long. But understand our 50 years is not yours. So if we put in your perspective, it is it's more like 500 years. But for your world, it's the 50.
I guess you have any technology for regeneration?
Yes.
Because 500 years with one with a few part of the body missing is less funny, probably.
Well, understand our vibration goes a lot faster than yours, so our time passes quickly.
Okay.
So it does not feel that that's not long. Our bodies do not deteriorate. When we are ready to leave, we do leave. But when they do not have that deterioration as you're talking about. That is more of a lower vibrational energy.
Okay. Did you still need to eat something?
Not at this, no. Not at our levels. We have no reason for it.
Okay.
Bringing children into the world and teaching them our ways, because just like you, the new generations are to live on our knowledge and to build structures such as what is on your world to leave behind a great impression. Not to say we all do that, but some of us choose to build structures of libraries of knowledge, such as your temples on your planet. Those are libraries of knowledge. Your pyramids, libraries of knowledge. Much of what's been told of your Egypt is awakening in some regard. Much of it is still buried by your Anunnaki, you wish your world not to. The more of your world would know about your Egypt, the more it will be fast. It would make your ascension process much quicker. Of course, your Earth human needs proof, and there is proof there. Your Earth is not ready for it yet. Such as the knowledge of your Atlantis does live on your world, and it can be proven of the civilization, but the world's not ready for it yet. It will be. Much of it is underwater at this time, and some of it is in your cold regions, but hidden there on purpose. I mean, much of it was taken there, hidden. In ice, of course. One moment. Is there any questions before we leave?
Yeah. Did you have any form of game or technique which could be in future or short future be shared to help ascension or reconnection of human?
Be nice to each other. It can be a game of being nice to each other. Not the sappy nice, because it becomes cynical. When those get together to protest, it'd be nice if they get together and meditate together.
Mm-hmm.
Go into each other's minds. But I understand many have hatred in their mind, so they don't want you in their mind. But if you had more peacefulness in your mind, it would be much easier not wanting to be. We might understand many have much on their minds. There's nothing wrong with that. But there's much rage behind those ideas. You remove the rage and just have the ideas and add love to it. It will help your connection. It will help your telepathic abilities. It will help your ascension. It will help much. It is good you're having your gatherings. That is good. But leave out the hate and bring in more acceptance. And there is much acceptance between all of those. Not all, of course, because some are protesting each other. But it is one way of motivation to get out of the house and what you believe in. There's nothing wrong with that. Unfortunately, there's hate around that. You remove the hate, it will bring much of a positive direction. It will help. And move away from your television and create your own realities. It will help greatly also. Yes.
You mentioned a bit, I think at the beginning you mentioned it a bit, you have few wizard in part of your creation, something like that, I think.
Yes.
And
They connect to our energies.
you
What we
connect it.
came from, the troll, there's much, the troll energies has much wizardry within it.
Mm-hmm.
But you all have wizard energy within you all.
Yeah.
Well, with us, it is more ingrained into the Mother Earth vibrations. It's a little bit different. That's all.
Are you able to connect to I guess I think I had many life with as wizard, and
Yes.
do you have any? Are you able to connect of one or two of them to which are have probably the much bigger and positive influence in I don't
Yes, you've had wizard energies in your Romania in your 1500 time period, and during your medieval times, you've had 2 lifetimes. Not necessarily you were dressed up like a wizard bee, but you were more aware of your abilities, such as a magician. Let's put it that way. But you're mostly a loner in those lifetimes, from what I'm seeing at this time. Much of your society was not prepared for it.
Mm-hmm. I was more aware, but not necessarily able or connect to use it. That's what you mean in some way?
What is
The
it you're
the
asking?
the Romania lifetime is I was aware, but not necessarily able to use it.
Yes, that's true. Yes.
Yeah, but if you pick in not necessarily on Earth lifetime, but in all other form of life, maybe I have one or two wizard life which are more. I have reached. Uh, how can I say that? I reach a good level of capacity to manifest or create magic.
Oh, yes. You've had Octurian lifetimes. There
Evad,
is very much similar to that, yes. But you chose these lower vibrations to learn more. You're bringing this knowledge into the higher realms. It
like
is an adventure here. Some might not see it that way, but in some ways it is.
many people go pick some form of magic in the dark side to
Of course.
re retransform it in some way, light to the lighter side.
Of course. Your planet does this all the time. You could say much of your humanity is a dark magician because it is under its spell. So they've all become dark magicians already.
Okay.
They're keeping themselves under a spell at this time.
Yeah.
I must be going. Is there anything
Yeah.
else for it?
It's okay. Thank you very much for this visit.
Yes, blessings to your. Thank you for this connection. It has been very helpful for us. Thank
Sure. I give you permission to make positive connection with me if you need.
you. Oh, greens. Okay. All right, ready to
Yeah, you can close it.
turn off.
If you would like to join our transcription community, simply go to the description section of this video where you will find the link.